Chavetz Chaim once gave a mashal of a wealthy man who had a son, and the child got quite ill, and of course he went to a doctor, and he offered a lot of money so that the doctor would work on the boy, and the doctor saved the boy with great effort, and he warned the father that this child, he could never take even a morsel of meat into his mouth. And if he does, he's going to become very sick, he's going to have a relapse, and the father expects that the child will understand, and he gives him the instructions. He says, I don't want to see you take any meat into your mouth. And as life has it, eventually the father goes off on a business trip, and the child sees a piece of meat, and he puts it in his mouth, and the child gets very sick, and the father comes back, and he finds out, and he brings the child back to the doctor, and this time he's in even worse, critical condition, and the doctor heals him again. He says, listen, I saved him again, but I don't know, next time this happens, I'll be able to save him. And the father was so grateful that the child was saved, and so he wanted to make a Su'udat Hada'ah, he wanted to make a Thanksgiving meal, and he invites his entire family and the entire community and all the rabbis to this great meal, and he gets up before the podium with tears in his eyes, and he's about to express his gratitude to Hashem, and suddenly as he sees his child is walking towards the steak, towards the meat, and he sees his child takes his hand and he puts it on the meat and he's about to put it into his mouth. The father plunges and he jumps and he goes across the table and he grabs the meat out of his son's mouth and he hits him and he pushes his son and the meat falls on the floor and everyone looks at the father like he's so mean, like he's so cruel, and the whole place is utterly shocked. How could this father be so cruel? They don't understand that this child is very sensitive to meat and it's bad for him. And what looks so bad by his father hitting him and he's pushing him and it looks like he's so abusive, really, his father was saving him. His father cared for him. And this is why we find throughout history, whenever we see calamities in Jewish history, whenever we see God is sending us hardships and difficulties, it's always reminding us that it's coming out of our loving Father. Look at 1492. The Jewish people were expelled during the Inquisition. When did this happen? It happened in the month of Av, the month that the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, the month of Av, both times. World War I, World War II happened in the month of Av, the most ominous month in the Jewish calendar that's earmarked for tragedy and calamity is always the month of Av. Now let me ask you, what does the word Av mean? Father. Why does Hashem choose to send us all these troubles in the month of Av to remind us, where is it coming from? Your Father. It's coming from the one who loves you, the one who cares about you. So it's reminding you where it comes from. It's coming from me, your loving Father. So when Hashem hits us, when Hashem gives us hardships, when Hashem is smacking that meat out of our hand, and it looks like He's being so mean, and it looks like He doesn't love us, and He doesn't care about us, and He doesn't want me to have the car I always wanted, He doesn't let me have the house I want, He doesn't let me have the things that I desire so much in my life, and Hashem is smacking it out of my hand, and He's not allowing me to go and enjoy from it. God says, I'm only doing it because I love you. I'm only doing this because I care for you. And I know that if you do have this thing in your life, it could hurt you. And I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to suffer. I want you to have it good. And in the ultimate run, you will look back one day and you'll appreciate what I did was really for your ultimate good.